Hi everyone, my name is Yvonne Jameson and I'm 49 years old and I reside on Six Nations Reserve. I had been diagnosed as being hypoglycemic, which means that my blood sugar levels drop very rapidly, very quickly. I attended one of the lecture sessions with my sister who had been in contact with Dr. Stacey Cooper, and Dr. Stacey Cooper had introduced us to these lectures, and during one of her lectures I had a day where I had been introduced to we had to do a gala session, or a gala is coming up for my office, and we had to sample a whole bunch of different foods for the entire day before I came to Dr. Stacey Cooper's first lecture. And so I had ate a whole lot of different things, starting from from appetizers to salads to main courses to desserts to coffee to teas to wine, everything during that day. So when I came to the lecture, it was about 7 o'clock at night we had started, and that time I had to skip supper because I just wasn't hungry. So during the lecture time I actually crashed, per se. My blood sugar level dropped and I had to have something to eat very quickly. I usually carry around an emergency bag with me, which usually has my snacks in it and my orange juice so that I can bring my blood sugar levels back up. And unfortunately, I took the wrong truck to the lecture, and on my bag with all my snacks were actually in the other truck. So I didn't have anything here.
What did you crash to? What was your numbers?
I crashed to, my blood sugar level at the time when I was crashing was 3.2. And for me that's low. I usually range between anywhere between 4.5, which is good, to about a 5.5, which is the range I'm usually comfortable in. And when I dropped to 3.2, it was, you could tell something was happening. And I started to feel really lightheaded. I started to get a little bit dizzy. And when that happens, I know I'm crashing and I have to get something to bring my blood sugar levels right up. And I didn't have anything that night. Dr. Stacey Cooper was introducing us to the shakes that she had that night. So I had taken the shake. I had asked her if she had any more of the shake left, because we were sampling the shakes at first in little doses and little cups, and it was a really good shake, and it had blueberries and almond milk and different things that are good for you in the shake. And so because I didn't have anything here, I'd asked her if she had anything, or if I could have some of the shake in a bigger cup to see if that would help out any. So she had given me an apple to begin with, and I ate the apple. And we also had the sunflower bars sampling that night too, and had different seeds and different, I think it was quinoa or something that was inside of it. Very good bars. They were very good. And I really like sweets, and I know I'm not supposed to have any, so that was really good, a really good substitute. When I began to crash, I drank the meal. It's not really a meal replacement,
The
but
protein
the
shake.
protein shake. I drank the protein shake, and it actually brought my blood sugar level back up along with the apple. And I had a little dose of orange juice with me, and that's all I had. And during that whole session, I could just feel my blood sugar level coming up to a really comfortable stage. And when I checked or rechecked my blood sugar level again at that time, or after, the blood sugar actually came up to a 4.9, so it was really good. It was right in the range where I needed to be, and it was really comfortable for me. And I just thank God she had the shakes there, because it was really good. It's like a meal replacement, so it was like I had the snack, but it was in the shake form. And it sustained me for the rest of the evening, and I was quite happy about that.
Because you said that you felt like you had had a meal.
Yes.
You know, by the time you plateaued and were feeling much better, your comment was, I felt
felt
like
like
I had a meal.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
with having just had the protein shake.
Right.
And then your levels plateaued at a more normal range for yourself, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then you've been doing that for the rest of this week.
I've been doing that for breakfast every mornings now. So when I have, instead of my routine being I would get up and have a bowl of cereal every morning, I completely cut the cereal out. I don't have cereal. I don't have the dairy, because I used to pour milk in there, and I'm not a milk drinker. And I would take the cereal and drain the milk out and then eat the cereal, which isn't good for me either. So I've substituted my whole cereal with the shakes now, and the shakes are actually sustaining me longer during the day than it had been if I didn't do the shakes at all and my normal cereal routine. And it's fantastic because I'm not getting up in the middle of my work day, because my work day is split for the morning hours and the afternoon hours. And so now my morning hours, I can go and have the shake at 8 o'clock in the morning and last right until noon. And it's amazing because I haven't done that in 3 years.
Whereas before with the cereal or toast routine with the wheat, you would crash at 10
I would
o'clock.
crash at 10:30. It was a guaranteed 10:30, 11 o'clock. I would have to snack and bring my blood sugar level back up again. And it was just perfect routine.
Yeah.
But now it's like the routine had skipped because I don't have to do that extra step anymore. And the meal or the shake actually it takes the place of the meal. It actually feels like you ate a whole meal, and it sustained my blood sugar level right until noon.
Yeah. And the protein shakes are not a meal replacement, but they are complex fuels, which takes longer to digest, which allows a more even release of fuels into the bloodstream, which prevents the glucose spike of the blood sugar levels.
Right.
And that is the basis of the protein shakes, is to provide a complex fuel for the body so it can sustain optimal energy production for a longer period of time.
Yes. And I know that with doing a lot of the research on my own, that I have to eat a lot of protein, and the shake actually has a lot of protein in it, so the sustainability it kept it up there and it kept it level, so I wasn't crashing, I wasn't getting dizzy, it worked all morning.
Great. Well, thank you so much,
You're
Yvonne.
welcome.
All right.